Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of modification. I am extraordinarily excited today because I got a box. I know. I always get a box. It's a box. It's always a box. What's with the boxes? It's always in the boxes. I don't know. Never a case or a valise. It's always a box, Jim. Yes, it's a box. But what's in the box has come from my friend Ryan Dietz of Mod House. And Mod House, they do some special things. There's something special coming out of there. And I believe today I have got myself somewhat of a legendary item. Yeah, these are well known in the known. You know when you know the guy that knows the guy that knows the guy? I'm that guy. And these are not exactly the thing you can go into the store and get off the shelf. They are, let's just say that they are a special craft. If you were speaking in video games, these are a crafted item. So I'm just going to get right to it. Introduce Mr. Cuddy, because today is a good day. Now, Mr. Dietz, or should I say Master Dietz, because he has kind of perfected his craft, is somewhat of an up-and-coming legend in the Mod House, because that's his company, is something of an up-and-coming legend in the headphone game. Now, there are people who are in the audiophile DAT game. You know, you have Gishelli of Gishelli Labs, you have all these guys doing these things that other men don't want to do, and doing it at a very high level. And everybody who hears this guy's work thinks that his ears, he has the golden ear. If that one anime where the girl had the golden tongue, this guy, oh my goodness, this boy stuffed this box. I kind of just want to turn it over and laugh, but we're not going to do that. There are so many ear pads in this thing. Yeah, we have pads and some pads and some pads. And, we got some pads and some pads and some, is that 3 pads or 2 more pads? It's hard to tell. Jeez, wow, there's so many pads. It's like so padded. Just, like, look at the stack of padness that I just did right there. It's like so padded. Like, if you felt it, you could have, like, put your head there and get, like, a shiatsu massage. It'll be fucking amazing. Just, it'll be amazing. And then, the cuteness gets a shirt. And the not cuteness also gets a shirt. It's many shirts. It's very many shirts. It's the shirts. And I like the these are very nice. I like the plum and the blue. There's very nice colors. I'm very, 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 very happy about these. It's a nice little shirt. And then I'm gonna open one of them. I'll open this one and show you the logo, because why not? And oh look, there's a little vacuum seal. This is so cute. Look at it. There's a little vacuum seal on them. They took care to wrap them individually and everything. Even put there's a little cardboard inside, so they stay nice. It's so nice. It's very nice. Oh, they feel very nice. They're very soft. They're very, very soft. They actually are. I have to remove whatever's going on here, or maybe I don't actually. Maybe I'll just push this card up to help me with rigidity. Yes, I'm not good at this. This is not my normal thing. I've been thrown a curveball here by Mod House. And if we just look at the logo itself, I think this is what we get. Does that look good? No, that's kinda, yeah, but then I'm going to try to also drape it out at some point and do this. And see that we have, oh look, I can get rid of the card like this. Hey! And that's, yeah, I can't hold things evenly. I don't know how thumbs work. Shut up. You can mock me in the comments if you wish. But look at that. Little waveform and some headphones. And these guys, and we're going to try to link that in the description, they do good work, man. They do good work. And these are made to order. So they're not laying around the shelf. Like, they are made to order, and you can you have different pads, you have different, and all of these things affect the sound. Every single thing affects the sound. So, you know, this is, you know, 3D coming at you. Oh, there's more. And wait, there's more. We have a cable. Periapt cable. Very nice cable. I'm going to... Maybe I don't need a cutty for this. Yeah, I don't. Everything is so well packed. Like the cable is going to get damaged. And Ryan, you're not. Okay, you got too much bubble wrap. But I will autistically enjoy popping them later. So yeah, we have a Periapt cable, and they have a very nice old school 1950s kind of vibe on their and the bag is meaty. It's a very meaty plastic. It's not. They didn't chintz out on the bags. And we have a nice gray XLR 4-pin to very fancy it's a very fancy 3.5, but it's got 4 channels, so it's balanced 3.5, which is rare. And look at that. That's a chunky boy. That's thick. 2 C's, you know what I'm saying? Thick. So we have a very nice cable. Hopefully that'll transmit the sound quite nicely and also survive the menace and onslaught that is Black Shrek over here. We have airspace. That's literally what it says, airspace. As opposed to aerospace, I suppose. Yeah, we're gonna... And then... the pièce de résistance. When you marry a French woman, you speak her language very badly. That's what you end up doing. Okay, so Fostex. It's a box. It's another box. Nice, smooth, tight black box. You know I like that. Well, sometimes boxes are hard. Well, some boxes are harder to get into than others. I've learned this in life. And here we go. Oh my. And we have another cable. Viking Weave cables by the man Skedra. Some people refer them as Skables because Skedra cables. Well, I see that. And be prepared. This is like pulling out Excalibur here. You don't just look directly at it at first. You got to let yourself adjust to the beauty. And we get a cool little bear with headphones, which is, it's got a tactile rubbery thing going that's really interesting. For an autistic person, this is fun. Like, I'm just touching this makes me happy. So good job, Skedra. And I'll try to link to Skedra's Viking Weave, whatever madness that he has going on. He has a very Nordic sort of rune font going on here, and we'll see if we can see if we can connect you to him too. Because, I mean, if that guy's got a daughter, I'm sure she has the best braided hair in history. Maybe a wife. I don't know. His mom. I have no idea. Because look at that. That is just. It lays flat. It's been wound up, but look at how fast it laid out. Cables matter. Cable lives matter. And the fact that this tone goes so well with this tone is okay. I'm not mad at this. Not at all. It's got the sort of black and this coloration. More extra pads because clearly there's not enough pads in the this is all of them. I could just wear them around, you know what I mean? Just go out in town. And my new earrings, because they ring my ears. That's what happens. So we have those pads, and we have the pads that are actually on them. I think these might have been the originals, but look how shallow those are. They're a little leaned. There's a little, you know, a little slant to them. But, oh geez. Oh geez. Okay. That's an extra strap. I believe this might also be the original strap because it says T60RP right here. But this original leather strap, which is fine, is beautiful, has been replaced with the softest deerskin strap. These headphones are legendary for comfort with this modification. They are sought after. Just this little strap. And you think, oh, that doesn't mean anything. But 4 hours in, it really does. It does. And if you're listening to that double album from Emerson, Lake and Palmer, or, you know, the whole Led Zeppelin collection, or, you know, whatever it is you're listening to, this is, you know, the abstract orchestra, you know, doing the Jay Dilla thing. This is, and look how smooth. Look how smooth. Smooth. Look at the smoothness. It's just so smooth. And then you have, oh, and I've lost them. That's, yeah, I get a thing and I break it immediately. That's how, it's a testing. I'm like the gorilla with the Samsonite. Or just any gorilla, really. And, you know, there's a single hole, so that's why there's a very, very fancy balanced cable that one can run. And I have two of them because I'm an idiot. That's why. Because I wanted two of them. That's why. Because I have one for me and one for someone else, and there you go. And this one here can go like so into here. And then we have the Elegance that can connect. Let's clear this mess out a little bit. And then the question is, why do you have so many headphone pads? Jim, why are there so many ear pads? Because ear pads change the sound quite a bit, actually, a lot more than people think. And if you want something that's very, very bassy, if you're looking for this kind of like a bass cannon sort of effect, you can get this. If you're looking for things that bring out the mids, things to absorb some of the overtones and take out the sibilants, all of those things can be affected by the pinna and the ear gain, and all of those adjustments can be made with the pads. Not that that's going to make a bad headphone sound good. It's more of a fine-tuning thing. So there is definitely some adjustment to be made there. And I'm going to try these bad boys on now. Oh my. And the world just got very quiet. These are closed backs, and unfortunately right now I only have open backs to compare them to. So we're going to do a little bit of listening. This is a first impressions video, and the amount of great stuff that came in one box is amazing, first of all. And second of all, I am not going to go through all the pads right now. That's just not going to happen. That's not a first impression. That's a review thing where I'm going to need some time and some listening and to compare them to the originals and blah 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 talk words. And so I do like the little sticker though, a little extra touch there. The fact that he had those made is very adorable. And then you have the fuzzy bag. It's very fuzzy. It's like for jewelry or something. And then, you know, this is kind of jewelry. It's a decent necklace, it looks like. So fancy headphones come balanced, and this balance is 2 lefts and 2 rights, a positive and negative of each, and that's called a 4-pin XLR. And if you have not seen such a thing, you need better headphones. So as we're going to insert this into the THX amp that I have in the moment, because another one is on its way, but it didn't get here in time, and I was excited to use these, so I'm going to do the unboxing video today. If you don't like that, you can come back for the full review, which will be sometime in the future, but I don't know when. In this moment, I'm going to try to listen to what I'm used to listening to when I get such things. Ooh. Okay, first minute, first impression type thing. Imaging is freaking amazing. Like, everything is in a place and in its place. This is a really tight recording, so I can't really get it, and you can never really get a good idea about soundstage in this recording, so I'm going to listen to something else for that. But man, it's rather ridiculous how much separation. I'm not even looking at the camera, looking at the headphones. These are tasty. These allow you to allow the music to evaporate into your consciousness. There are these release holes in the back, but I don't know how much this is affecting the soundstage. And I don't know how much bleed there is coming out of these. So it's, you know, when you're in them, it's very hard to tell. And then if I'm out of them, there's going to be bleed coming out of the cups themselves. So, you know, what are you going to do? I'll go find a yoga block and put them on there and see how much bleed I hear later. But yeah. And again, I barely feel them on my head. They're about a pound. So it is what it is. It's just shy of a pound, but very, you know, a couple of grams shy of a pound. So it is what it is, but wow. And I mean, if you like this look, which I do, you know, the wood, you know, black and wood, you know, sort of reminds me of most of my instruments, honestly. It looks great. And I think these are probably going to be my new daily drivers at this point. They're durable, you know, they're well appointed. They feel amazing. Like, I don't understand. The tone is just really good. I haven't quite tested. This track doesn't really test sub bass really well. It's more of a mid bass. The kick drum here is about mid bass, and there's a lot of mid stuff in the mid bass. But the fact that it's the layering in this with the vibraphone and the kick and the guitar is very, in the bass is very, everything has its own place. These are really impressive, man. Ryan, you did your thing, man, for real. I'm definitely the owner of a legendary item at this point. Hopefully the first of many, but yeah, this is a step up from what you find in the consumer world. That's for sure. These things are 50 ohms, and they're 90 dB at 1 milliwatt, as compared to like the HE6XEs, which are 83 decibels at 1 milliwatt, and the Nighthawk Carbons, which are 25 at 99 per milliwatt. So there's that can give you the range of what you need to drive them. But as I was told multiply, the more power you put in them, the better they are, up to, you know, speaker amp level of. So the harder you drive these, the better they sound. And that's not for volume. You can make them make noise enough to hurt you at 1 watt. The problem is that you don't get all of the timbre and all of the bass notes and all of the fullness of the sound and the warmth out of them. And these things are smooth. They really are. They have a very good tone. Like, I like the tone here better than I like the tone in the Sennheisers, in any of the Sennheiser series, you know, short of, you know, pushing them with a $5,000 amp. And I'm sure if you push these with a $5,000 amp, you're going to get the same level of improvements. These are supposed to scale really, really well. I mean, I've only used them on 1 amp so far, so I have no idea. But, you know, the more you give them, the more they'll give you, basically, as far as, well, from a power standpoint. And yeah, these are definitely something I'm gonna do a couple of more listens. I'm gonna do some comparison, but I'm relatively impressed. So let's see what else we can get out of the low end in the architecture here. Woo! Woo! Yo, Beastie Boys, Intergalactic had me feeling like it was 1988 in this mug. Like the back of my neck is tingling. This, wow. I listen to this track all the time. I'm a little emotional right now. This is a wow. This is impressive to say the least. To take, man, the world will go to the tinkerers in the end. Oh my goodness, this is something else, man. Like that's. I mean, that was hip hop. Like for real. Like every inch of the bass, I heard it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't overpronounced. It was delicate, but it was there, and it was weighty, and it meant it. You know what I'm saying? It was woof. Like, I need to find something with Soundstage, because this is just, man. Yo, these have a lot of soundstage for a close back. Like, I mean, they're not 800s, they're, you know what I mean? But the fact that I could walk around with this in a store is pretty impressive, honestly. Like, this is something else. Audio Quest Nighthawks. I can't fade it. Like, the bass is tighter here and more weighty than they are here. It's more diffuse. These may go slightly lower. I'm not sure, and I don't think so. But I think that they're pretty even on that, on what I'm getting delivered. But the quality is improved here, and you know, these are known for their low end. It's kind of the reason that I bought them. But geez, this low end is something different. It just hits different, as the kids say. And it's not that much of a minimal soundstage improvement to go to the open backs. And the fact that when you make that transition, it's it's obviously more diffuse. It's not, the sound isn't, it loses it's like flabby skin. You know what I mean? The skin is no longer tight. The skin of the notes is no longer as it's like it lost all its collagen. It's very interesting. But with, you know, and that's not about frequency response, and everything is supposed to be frequency response these days with the kids, but not to me. Like the temerity, the unity of the sound is definitely important. That was Yoshi Horikawa, and that's what I usually look for soundstage. And the soundstage is impressive, actually, especially for a close back, but in general. This is a band called UAKTI, Wakti, and the album is called The I Ching, like the Taoist Manual. And this is a piece I know very well, and this is delivering. Wow. There is a shofar and a didgeridoo in this piece, and this makes it magical. The the isolation of the instruments, just oh, what's the word? It's just encompassing. You know what I mean? Like everything feels complete and yet separate. The imaging here is just incredible. When things drift from left to right, there's this part where the didgeridoo drifts from left to right and then back to the left, or from right to left and then back to the right again. And yeah, I don't know my left from my right. Go ahead. I don't care. You heard me. Whew. Wow. The third piece in this is the second piece in this is a very low note droning, and a very high flute, and the difference in decibels between the two is very minimal. And I think that if I gave it more amp, more power, that would be eliminated. The third is basically cymbals, like very finger cymbals, like you would see in flamenco, and this very low frame drum being played by hand, and everything is crisp, everything is tight, every note has snap, and it is incredible. I'm going to finish this by doing a comparison of a Bach piece played on church organ and drum kit, the Toccata in D minor by J.S. Bach, and this is to get an idea of what's happening in comparison to other similar sets. So forgive me for any emotionality that I might have. I'm going to use the HE6 SEs, the HE6s, and the Audio Quest Nighthawk Carbons up against the Mod House, what is it, T60 Argons. Is it TR60 or TP60 Argons? But there is the T60 Argons. And we'll see how the Noble Gas stands up to one of Hi-Fi-Man's finest, and some bass and soundstage monsters. So we'll see what we get. More analytical, slightly wider soundstage. Good timbre still, but I don't know if it's as good. Not as much volume at the same in the same amp at the same time. I think here I actually like the Nighthawk's presentation better than the HE6s. Yeah, it's very analytical, drier. There's no, it feels dehydrated a little bit, to be honest. And then, try this again. Much more robust. Yeah, a much less clinical listen, clearly, and if that's what you're going to, especially for editing and things like that, I would definitely come back here. But for just pure fun and bliss, these seem like these are a party. This is work. This is a party, you know, and this is somewhere in the middle, honestly. But the note weight and stuff was very, very more similar between the Audio Quest Nighthawk Carbons and the Modhouse Argons. The T60 Argons are just, they're something else. They're an achievement, and there's a reason that the people who listen to a lot of gear. I know guys who have $6,000 headphones and still daily drive these. And these are, from the comfort standpoint, from a just joie de vivre standpoint, they are something else. They make music fun again. They make you want to listen. They make you want to, like, I'm going to go upstairs and probably stay up all night listening to music because I have these now, and just see how they react to everything, all the stuff that I love, and you know, there's Pink Floyd is coming to my face tonight. It's happening. I can tell already. The Momentary Lapse of Reason is going to be listened to on these. I don't know why I like that song so much. I just really do. I know Gilmore and yeah, blah, blah, blah. That man's a guitar genius. I don't care what he says. He's an idiot. I don't care. So these are, yeah, yes, go, buy, find these. And it's Modhouse. It's not that hard. Modhouse, T60 Argons. And they have sort of a more hip-hop version, like a more Beats by Dre. I think those are the T60s, or no, the T50s, and they have T40s, T50s, and C60s. And these are These are an achievement. They're you know, they're not free, but this is, you get your car and then you take it to the tuner, and now it's a race car, even though you bought it off the lot. That's what this is, and they will give you the enjoyment of being your daily driver. You know, and they will stand out and be beyond what you can just go to the lot and pick up. So you get all your Mopar parts, you put them in here, and you get a different experience, and you get a lot more capability than you would have if you just got it off the factory line. If you're in the market and if you are never satisfied with the sound that you get, this will be an incredible step up off of anything you think I don't care what Bose crap you have. I don't care about your JBLs or your Sonys. This is a different animal. This is a different beast. Try it. Trust on this. There's a reason that these are sought out by the people who know what they know. And you can definitely get out and listen to somebody's art.